Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we're continuing on with review 6, and we're on lesson 214. And it's reminding us again here, and it's always in this course to go deeper. There's layers that we are undoing as we practice the principles of A Course in Miracles in our lives. And so here's the lesson. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And we are reviewing lesson 194, which is I place the future in the hands of God. And it says the past is gone. The future is not yet. Now am I freed from both. For what God gives can only be for good, and I accept but what he gives as what belongs to me. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. So as I was reflecting on this lesson today, I recalled that I was asked most recently, what are the important phrases or lessons that have impacted you, have impacted myself in the study and the practice of A Course in Miracles? And for me, there's many. But again, as I reflected, what I came to is the phrase or the line that says, when you want only love, you will see nothing else. And that is in the text in chapter 12 in paragraph 8, and it's the first line. And then what came to me next was from lesson 34, I could choose peace instead of this. And, having done this review now for several lessons, that I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I'm reminded that in every moment, I am as God created me. I am holy and innocent. And now in this lesson here today, we are reviewing, I place the future in the hands of God. So I was reminded of the course in terms of, and I don't know that I've spoken much about that in terms of it being the mirror. I've spoken of, Gary Renard's, I love his quote that the world is not coming at me, it's coming from me. And the world is not being done to me, it's being done by me. So as I reflect today on, this here lesson, I place the future in the hands of God. I'm reminded, and then again, that I am still as God created me. I'm reminded that that in this very, very moment, right now in this moment, I am as God created me, holy, innocent, sinless, and guiltless. And again, I'm reminded that my future mirrors or holds only what I think about myself right now and what I feel about myself right now. So, when I turn into that right now, based on whatever is occurring right now, is what is going to be mirror reflected outside in the world. And you know, if I am in the moment being the identity, the ego identity that I've created, that I've been programmed into, that I have been conditioned into, you know, the thought system and the beliefs that I've taken on, not necessarily examined from the ego, then that's what the world is going to show me. It's going to show me a fearful world. And I'm going to feel vulnerable. And I'm open then to attack and anything else in terms of the ego that does not bring me peace, joy, love, and happiness. So if in this moment, you know, I am really feeling that innocence, believing in my innocence, in my holiness, then what's reflected back again, what's mirrored back to me is safety, my safety and security. And what gets reflected back is love. So my future depends on my present peace, my present moment. Now, again, the ego believes that it is guilty and it deserves punishment. And it comes again from our belief that we are separated from God. And the ego thought system, that's the only thing that we are, the only problem that we have that we are correcting. Yes, there's layers in it because, you know what, we've established this belief system over thousands of years. So I want to go over or back to the actual lesson 194. And I want to read a few of the paragraphs. And so in paragraph 2, it says, accept today's idea, which is I place the future in the hands of God. It says, you know, when you accept that, you have passed, it says, all anxiety, all pits of hell, all blackness of depression, thoughts of sin, and devastation brought about by guilt. Again, that unconscious guilt that we believe that we are separate from God. It said, accept today's idea, and you have released the world from all imprisonment by loosening the heavy chains that lock the door to freedom on it. And it says you are saved, and your salvation thus becomes the gift you give the world because you have received it. We can give it away. Remember, there's another thing, the ego analyzes and spirit extends love. So when we are clear, when we are recognizing that, again, and really at a heartfelt level, when we in this present moment know that we are innocent and holy and guiltless, and so is our brother and sister, that's what we can, again, that's what we project out there. So it goes on in paragraph 3 to say, in no one instant is depression felt when you're in that space of I am still as God created me. It says, in no one instant is depression felt or pain experienced or loss perceived. It says, in no one instant, sorrow can be set upon a throne and worshiped faithfully. In no one instant can one even die. Our spirit lives on. And because we believe we are a body, we believe in death. And one of the obstacles to peace is our attraction to death, our attraction to fear. The other one, another one, attraction to guilt, and our attraction to the fear of God. We fear love. Bottom line. It says, and so each instant given upon God in passing, with the next one given him already, is a time for your release. So I don't know if I said that. Let me read this again. And so each instant given unto God in passing, with the next one given him already, is a time of your release from sadness, from pain, and even from death. So God holds your future as he holds your past and your present. And it says in this lesson, release the future. For the past is gone, and what is present is freed from its bequest of grief and misery, of pain and loss, and becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of illusions, when it runs its pitiless, inevitable course. And remember, we are caught up in so much in the illusion. Actually, we spend so much time in the illusion, and it's taking away from what is possible with God, which is limitlessness. We limit ourselves as we live in the illusion. And that's what we are undoing as we continue to practice the course in our life. And it's asking us here, to place the future in the hands of God, like right now in this moment. To stay conscious in this moment, to place it in the future, letting go of the past. That is all about the forgiveness work. And anywhere that we are suffering, triggered, confused, what else, in our unworthiness, etc., is to give that over to the Holy Spirit. Totally give it over. Don't take it back. Give it over. And your perception is then shifted with the help of the Holy Spirit. So again, for the past is gone, and what is present, freed from its bequest of grief and misery, of pain and loss, and becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of illusions, when it runs its pitiless, inevitable course. Then is each instant, which was slave to time, transformed into a holy instant, when the light that was kept hidden in God's Son is freed to bless the world. So in the paragraph 9, it says, now are you saved indeed in that holy instant. For in God's hands we rest untroubled, sure that only good can come to us. And again, if we forget, we will be gently reassured. Again, this course is, we are remembering, we're forgetting. We're remembering and we're forgetting. We have the opportunity with the Holy Spirit to remember when we forget who we are as God created us. If we accept an unforgiving thought, it will be replaced by love's reflection when we turn it over to the Holy Spirit. And if we are tempted to attack, here it says it again, we appeal to him, to the Holy Spirit, who guards our rest, to make the choice for us that leaves temptation far behind. No longer is the world our enemy, for we have chosen that we be its friend. So again, here is the lesson, 2:14. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Just take a moment now and breathe that in. Breathe it in, that God created you and that you are holy, you are innocent, you are free, and place the future in the hands of God. The past is gone. The future is not yet. Now am I freed from both. For what God gives can only be for good. And I accept but what he gives as what belongs to me. I am not a body. I am free. For I am still as God created me. thank you. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being here, for viewing this video. And, you know, the more that I do these lessons on a day-to-day basis, I'm grateful for, you know, responding to the nudge from the Holy Spirit to do these videos. You know, I may have mentioned at the beginning, I was given that, you know, that intention or spoken to by the Spirit a year prior to do this, and I didn't, and that's okay. I obviously wasn't ready to. And I took this on for this year. And as I continue to do these lessons, the gift is that I go deeper into my own healing. And, you know, I don't do this course alone. I obviously do it with the Holy Spirit, practice with the Holy Spirit, bring the Holy Spirit in. But I have my teachers as well. I have others who are compassionate, non-judgmental listeners, others who are willing to practice these principles. And together we share our experiences in our life of the Course in Miracles. I've been doing, or I should say, I've been facilitating Course in Miracles groups since around 2001. And that has been a gift as well. Even though this is an independent self-study, it's a spiritual psychotherapy. It's about each one of us individually going inward. It's not about us looking out there to fix out there or to fix somebody else. And in the ego, we are so thrown to that. Remember, the ego seeks to get. So, and you know, our spirit extends love. So it's important, if you know, that in your life, as you're doing this course, that you do have a group or you have a mentor or another individual to share the practice of this course with. The course talks about the special relationship and the holy relationship. And we're all moving from the special relationships, which are all ego-based. And the course gives us the opportunity to learn and practice coming from love and to extend love in holy relationships. So that was there for me to say today. And I know as I continue to do these videos, if I look back at where I began and where I'm at, as I've mentioned often, it's the challenge to be able to speak to this camera, and I don't have there's no one else to reflect back. So I've worked through many challenges and got past them. I'm grateful for the Holy Spirit to guide me and direct me as every day that I do these videos. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being here. And let's remember, as I heal, you heal. As you heal, I heal. And as we heal, we're healing. The world is healed. Because as we heal, we are then in a space of extending the love that we are. And I'll leave it at that. So please go below and like this video. I really would love to hear from you. Those of you who have commented, thank you. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. All of this helps this technology, helps the algorithms and all that as you are responding in terms of, as I said, like, commenting and subscribing. And it's as you go below this YouTube video as well. Thank you to those of you who have donated. Again, I'm very grateful. And you go below and it gives you directions as to how you can donate. It supports the building of this community, and it is growing. And I'm open to where Spirit is directing this. So with that being said, I look forward to being with you in the next lesson in Review 6, which is lesson 215. All right. Have a peaceful, love-filled, joyful day today. And from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you. Bye for now.